Welcome back to the gun dungeon, guys. Got an old classic here. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie. This is the Ruger Super Blackhawk 44 Magnum. Now this is what they call an old 3-screw, which means it doesn't have a lot of the updated features that the new Super Blackhawks do. They call them the new model Super Blackhawk because they are a little bit different. A couple of the things is this one doesn't have a firing pin block. I don't think you can see it, but I know sitting here right now, when I look through that gap, the back of the cylinder, I can see the firing pin pushing through. So it's like the old school Colts, where if the hammer's all the way down, it's resting on a primer. That is your safety. The first click is your safety. Second click is where you have to be to open the gate and rotate the cylinder. The new Super Blackhawks, the hammer can be in any position, open the gate, and rotate the cylinder. Something else with the old 3 screws, you want to come all the way back and then forward from any position. Once you click it once, go all the way back, then forward every time. So this one, when I carry it with 5 rounds instead of 6. If you have a new model, you can safely carry 6. Now, one of the advantages of the old 3 screws is they have excellent triggers. Not saying that the new ones have bad triggers, the old ones just have superb triggers, in my opinion. Now, if you have an old 3 screw and something happens to it, do not send it back to Ruger, because when they change them, and if you send it to Ruger, they will put whatever it is they made to make this thing safe to carry 6 rounds in, whatever conversion that they do to it, makes it the worst of all of them. A converted 3 screw has the worst trigger by far. So if you have an old 3 screw and you want to carry 6, you want something that's safe to carry 6, sell the 3 screw, get a new one. Don't send it back to Ruger, because it'll get adulterated and it'll never be the same. So just my opinion, sell it, get a new one, or just buy a new one, but don't send it back to Ruger. Even if you got to send it back for something else, if you're having something else fixed on it, they'll go ahead and convert it. So don't send it back to Ruger. If you got a problem, take it to a gunsmith. So this video is not going to be completely about you guys. I'm sorry. I actually have an agenda here. I'm going to sight this thing in for these Gold Dot Deep Curl hand loads. They're a pretty hot load. Now that I have my Anaconda to plink with, I prefer shooting double action revolvers, and I got some good plinking loads here. I would rather use my Anaconda for just plinking, whatever, and I'm going to dial this baby in for that load, because that is going to be my hunting load. I've got some of these targets, well, one of these targets up there, and got my really crappy little screwdriver here that I'm going to adjust the sights with. And really, let me show you the target real quick. You can see it up there right at 50 yards. That's where I'm going to sight in for. And I might move it around, maybe shoot this Infinity Defense target up close, see how much the impact changes at those distances. If you don't have one of those targets, be sure to go get one. Link in the description. TGD15, all one word, to get you a discount on those. But I'm just going to go ahead. This is how I load the 3 screw. It's called the, I guess, the John Wayne load or whatever. Hickok does it all the time. He'll load one, skip one, and then load 4, and then you're back to the empty cylinder. Matter of fact, I'm actually not going to do that, so I'm just going to load 2. I feel pretty confident I can get a good idea of where I'm hitting with just 2 shots. I'm that good. Not really. But one thing about it is if I can't, I can load more. All right, get down on this baby. Woo. Woo. Got some oomph. Yeah, boy. Let's see where those two shots at, see if I need to make any adjustments. Well, I know I pulled that first shot. That's the high one. That one's there. See, I'm really not that good. Let me go ahead and load two more before I make any adjustments, see what I can do. I really wish this little stand was taller. That's a pain in the hind end. These are some stout little loads though, I'll say that. Which way I like them. I should have brought a daggone jug out here for my cases. See, all the way back, then all the way forward. All right, get down on this baby again. Let's go see if I've done any better. Today's video is brought to you by Vetter Holsters. I'd like to thank them for helping the channel out. Here's one of the products they sent over for me. This one fits my 365 XL with the red dot on it. You see it's cut for that. Also has the claw feature on it. Keeps that butt tucked in closer to your body. Another example is this holster for the HK VP9. This is their outside the waistband model. Just look at that cool pattern on that. Excellent retention, great products. So if you want to go help them out, which they help me out, so it works out both ways, I'll put a link to their website below. Go check out Vetter Holsters. Well, I almost did the exact same thing, but one thing's for sure, I definitely got to bring it down some. Okay, so we're going to make an adjustment. I want the point of impact to come down. So when doing that, I need to take the rear sight down. The rear sight goes the direction you want your point of impact to go. If you're adjusting the front sight, it goes the opposite direction. Can't adjust the front sight on this one, but just keep that in mind. So, all right, let's see how far that moved us. I know y'all probably looking at the screen saying, well, just the front side on a Blackhawk? This guy's a moron. Yeah, but that's beside the point. All right. All the way back, all the way forward. I'm retarded, so I didn't rotate the cylinder where I needed it to be. There we go. All right. Paper shifted a little bit. Between walking from there to here, it came back. Or one corner dropped a little. Well, blew the paper off of the stand. Let's go see where I hit it. So the paper wasn't hanging like this. It was hanging like this. So that's that lower shot there. I'm gonna bring it down one or two more clicks and we'll try. I'm gonna be good with that actually. We're going to bang around on that steel. Make sure I can hit it. We'll call her good. I got 3 of these bad boys loaded up. See if I can bang around on that steel up there a little bit. Looks like I need to bring her down another click. We'll go 2 for safe measure. I don't care to be a little bit high at 50. That's just going to put me pretty close at 100. But in all reality, my shots with a handgun are going to be closer than that plate right there, I promise. I have no intentions of taking a shot at a deer that far away with open sights. It's just, I don't think I could ethically make a good shot, but let's see. I flinched like crazy on that first one. Those loads are starting to whoop up on me a little bit. Let's switch over to some of the easier shooting loads. All right, I got 5 of these little powder puffs in here. Let's see if they're about the same point of impact when we get up there. I pulled that last one for sure. I don't know. I really can't tell. I'm gonna put them on this infinity defense target up close here. Tell you what, 44 ain't a cheap round to shoot. But if you're buying it, go check out Target Sports USA. They are officially a sponsor of the Gun Dungeon channel, so just go to the link below and click on their link, go look around. If you shoot very much, their Ammo Plus membership is worth it if you shoot very much throughout the year. But just clicking on the link and going and looking around helps me out, and you didn't spend a dime. So go check out Target Sports USA in the description down below. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's talk about that John Wayne load real quick. Let me show you how we do that. So I'm on my second click here. Open my gate. I'm gonna load 1, skip a hole, load 2, 3, 4, 5, close the cylinder, or the gate right there. I'm all the way back, all the way forwards, and now I'm on that dead cylinder, and I have 5 rounds coming up. So I'm gonna put 5 on that infinity defense target. I'm just gonna aim for right in the center. Looks like those are hitting a little bit higher than the other ones were. Who knows? Could be something to do with the actual just lead bullets. Who knows? All right, let's do this the right way. Quit using that stupid stand. I hate that thing anyway. So I got 3 of the deep curls, the hot ones, loaded back up. Let me see if I can get on there offhand. I know I pulled that last one. I don't like shooting off of a rest, especially a handgun. But you know what? I'm gonna take that. I like it. Something about these single actions, pulling these rounds out one at a time with your little ejector rod. Just kind of cool. I like it. All right, I'm gonna load up 5 of these. These are some 240 grain coated bullets. Now these ain't these ain't no mild loads. These are actually pretty warm. Do that John Wayne load, shut the gate all the way back. Now I'm on my dead cylinder. I'm gonna shoot this still though, so I'm gonna put some glasses on. Just bang around on some steel. Boy, she still hits hard, even with them coated lead bullets. Like I said, those ain't no light loads. Those are some H110 loads. Man, I love 44 Magnum for a little while. Well, as you can see there, this thing bangs that steel now. It ain't no pussycat. You can download, of course, which is what those other little loads there are. They're pretty light, pleasant to shoot, but it ain't 44 Magnum. Those are more like 44 special loads in a 44 Magnum case. That's what those are. But guys, it's really hard to beat a good single action 44 Magnum. especially the old 3 screw with the excellent trigger, just super nice trigger. One thing that it does do though is this trigger guard absolutely beats the snot out of my knuckle right there. I don't know if the new model is made that way or not. I honestly haven't looked, but that one absolutely beats the crap out of that second knuckle, especially with those hot loads. So I think that's about all the shooting I want to do with that thing today. We will leave her right where she is. I'm pretty happy with that side end, a little high at 50. Consistently hitting that plate up there, which like I said, I ain't shooting at a deer that far anyways. 50 yards is max I'm gonna shoot at a deer with open sights, handgun. I consider handgun hunting kind of bow ranges, so for me anyways, with my limitations, my abilities, that's what I'm comfortable with. You may be able to drop one dead 100 yards every time. That's completely up for you to decide. Know your abilities, know what you're capable of. The 44 is definitely capable of it at 100 yards, especially with a 7.5 inch barrel. But I'm the limiting factor for me in this gun. So that's what I got for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Another good way to support the channel is go over to check out Patreon. Become a Patreon member. You get content a little earlier, a couple weeks ahead of time, some behind the scenes content, some silly stuff like that. Nothing grand, but it just helps the channel. But until next time, guys, stay tuned.